coverage this morning of the fire still burning in La Joya. That's just south of Belen. Kristen Curry standing by in the Weather Center, tracking the latest on the fire danger across the state. But first, Catherine Mazzone live in La Joya, where the fire is active at this time. It's said to be a very pivotal day for firefighters battling that blaze in the Bosque, again, just south of Belen.
Yeah, and the concern, high winds that are expected to move in that could mean big trouble for crews working to keep the fire from spreading. As of last night, it was not contained at all. News 13's Catherine Mazzone, as we mentioned, live in or near La Joya, just a few miles from the fire's incident command post. Catherine, what's the latest?
Adam, you can't see a whole lot in the darkness, but you're right. I'm about a mile to 2 miles north of La Joya right now, and to the west is just obviously darkness, but it's where nearly 300 acres have burned, and we were in the same spot yesterday, and we could see the scorched earth spanning just a wide area of the Bosque. A couple of things that are making this difficult for firefighters. You have access issues, there's a lot of brush and loose sand, and it's also a remote area, so it's making it tough. And what's going to make it even tougher today is a red flag warning for high winds. It could send them back to square one, in fact. But despite the threat, firefighters are optimistic. They say they're making progress, and the La Joya one sparked Sunday. Just as a reminder, investigators believe it is human caused, but they don't know exactly sure how it was caused. Whether it was a transformer, some sort of spark from a person, they're just not sure. So far, the good news is no one has been injured, not a firefighter, not a resident, and no structures are currently threatened, and no structures have been damaged. But more about that red flag warning, I want to send it over to Kristen Curry. Kristen?
Thank you, Catherine. Yes, the red flag warning in effect later on this morning. At this hour, the wind's actually very light in both Belen and Socorro. Not reporting any wind right now, but you'll look at today's winds by the later part of this afternoon, easily getting up to 30 miles per hour out of the west-southwest. So that is going to make for some very dangerous conditions for firefighters later on this afternoon. You'll notice the wind speeds across the state. This is about as light as it'll be for the next 48 hours. Here's the red flag warning Catherine is mentioning. That goes for everybody here in New Mexico due to those wind gusts likely to get over 50 miles per hour in many areas of the state. Humidity's in the single digits this afternoon and near record highs across central and eastern New Mexico. So we're talking critical to even extreme fire danger this afternoon. Strong winds and blowing dust from state line to state line before a cold front gets in here later tonight and cools us down significantly for tomorrow. A lot going on in today's forecast. I'll break down everything you need to know for your community coming up.
All right, Kristen, we'll see you then. In the meantime, we're going to be following the latest on this fire throughout the day. We'll keep you up to date on air and on the KRQE News app.